Guess they're letting it loose today. A little fire hydrant action. Hey guys, we've been asked by the Chamber of Commerce and Charles County Ag to not only be a vendor at this Sunday's Bounty of the County, but we're also going to provide a lot of different things for the chefs to use, and I'm harvesting them fresh today. This includes 4 different types of hot peppers. We have some fresh lemongrass, the last of our ginger, sweet Thai basil, so these chefs can use them as garnishes on the meal that they're gonna do for this fundraiser called Bounty of the County. So come along, I'm gonna do some harvesting. We interplanted our Thai chilies this year in amongst our cayennes, so they're hard to tell the difference, but you can kind of see the branches are kind of coming together. Look very similar. The cayennes are a little bit longer. Thai chilies are a little shorter. Branches of pepper plants are extremely brittle, so you must be careful when you get in here. Here's some awesome habaneros hiding underneath here. These smaller ones right here are ones that we grew from seed ourselves. Seed from last year. Oh, I dropped it. I can't be dropping it. Pretty cool. All right, let's go get some ghost peppers. A lot of heat to these things. They're not all the way ripe. I like to get them a little more on the red side, but it works. Like I said, these are all getting harvested for the Bounty of the County. Chefs to use them. Let's go inside real quick, and we're gonna talk a little hot peppers. I don't like to consider myself an expert on anything. I was talking to somebody at the farmer's market the other day, and I said, as soon as a farmer, or anybody really, as soon as anybody professes that they're an expert, that's when you stop listening to them. So we're gonna come inside real quick. We harvested an awesome array of Thai basil. We harvested some fresh lemongrass. Check that out. And I'm also gonna provide the rest of the lemongrass for them, just to use as kind of maybe a garnish. 6 pints of cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna now pour the rest of the hot peppers in there. All right, so this is the last bit of our ginger that we have. I think that this is going to be a nice array of garnish that's going to bring awesome color to these meals. That's the best thing about this time of year, July, August, September, and even into October, which I believe tomorrow's October 1st, is the amount of colors you get from everything. Check this out, guys, the colors. Look at the colors here. All these hot peppers. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. These hot peppers right here. So, we grow a few types of hot peppers. We grow a regular, it's really on the jumbo side of jalapeno. We harvest the jalapenos while they are green. Sometimes you can wait and you can harvest them when they turn red, and they are amazing that way as well, but we don't wait that long because they tend to rot. So this year we grew jalapeno. This is probably the milder of the peppers that we grow. Moving on up in heat, we also grow the cayenne pepper. Okay, this is where you get cayenne pepper from. It's a spicy pepper, but so it's a little bit hotter than the jalapeno, not as hot as some of the other peppers that we grow. See if I can fish out a Thai chili out of here. Here's a Thai chili. So Thai chilies are much hotter than a cayenne to me. Now, sometimes you'll get one that is about the same amount of heat, but for the most part, a Thai chili is pretty darn hot. A lot of Thai food. One of my favorite things to eat when we go to a Thai restaurant is sometimes they bring out this little, almost like a mini lazy Susan of all different kinds of oils. Some of them have fish sauce with chopped up peppers in them. One of my absolute favorite things to have is Thai chilies that are in fish sauce, and then put them in my soup or on my meal. Oh my god, my mouth is watering right now. It is so amazing. The heat will blow your face off. It is so hot, but it is so tasty. All right, moving on. So after that, I would probably go to these nice size habanero peppers that we grow. Cool thing about these habanero peppers, the heat is not only in the seeds and in the membrane inside, it's also in the flesh. So a lot of the capsaicin, the chemical in here that causes heat in your mouth, fools your brain into thinking actually that that there's a flame, that you're on fire. That's where that heat comes from. That is in the flesh of these as well. In contrast, most of the heat of a jalapeno is not in the flesh. This is why a lot of times if you eat a jalapeno popper, it's not that spicy. If you cut it in half, take the seeds and the white membrane out of the middle of the jalapeno, it is not going to be as spicy as if you ate the whole. If I just took a bite of this jalapeno, boy, it would be hot, hot, hot. All right. Moving on up is our ghost peppers. Let me find a better example here. Oh, this is a little bit of a redder one. Okay, so this is the boot jalakia, okay? That is the actual name of the pepper. It is called, like a slang name for it, is called the ghost pepper. Once again, like the habanero, this pepper has a lot of the heat in the flesh as well, the outside. I'd imagine if you were harvesting these all day long, you might want to wear gloves because the heat from the skin would rub off on your hands, boy, and it would burn you after a while. You gotta be careful what you touch after that. So these are the hot peppers that we grow, and I kind of went in order from the least heat to the most heat. That's it. Those are the hot peppers that we are given to Bounty of the County. We are given a nice, huge jar and water of Thai basil. I wish you could sit here and smell this. It's awesome. Some of this has gone to seed. This makes an amazing bouquet, okay? We have friends at Red Tree Farmstead in Nanjamoy. Mark and Becky, they make probably the most beautiful bouquets of flowers, and a lot of times they'll put different basils. They'll put holy basil, they'll put, I think, some sweet Thai, I think just some Italian basils sometimes as well. But they put them in their bouquets, and it is one of the most fragrant things that you can put in a bouquet. It is unbelievable. If you look at it, and they're beautiful too when they start flowering like this and the seeds start coming out. They're just so beautiful, man. So not only a food, but also something beautiful to look at. This is me right here, guys. By the way, I can't believe like the weirdness this feels. So like I love teaching. I did it for 18 years. I love the kids. I love teaching. I love building the relationships with the families, the kids and the families, and making a difference in their lives. However, what I didn't love, and I'm realizing it now, is I didn't love what I was teaching. I couldn't stand the books that we had to read. The books, it was the same books year after year. The curriculum told us what we had to teach, and it just got boring. The kids, it was boring for the kids. Math, I don't know what the county is doing with math right now. It is horrendous. Spelling, kids can't spell. We don't have a spelling curriculum. I'm hearing this constantly right now from other parents. People constantly talk to me at the farmers market because they know that I was a teacher. So me getting out of teaching, a lot of people are thinking I just didn't want to teach anymore. I love teaching. I absolutely love it. Matter of fact, we're gonna mold this farm together. I think Rootbound Farms is eventually going to be not just a small suburban farm, but I have a lot of ideas, and hopefully we'll be able to have the funds and the means to be able to do what I want to do. But there's a lot coming up in the near future for Rootbound Farms. So stay tuned. I love that you guys are watching. Every week some people come to the market and say, you know what, I watched that last video, or man, I watch you on YouTube every time you do a video. So I love it. Please subscribe, hit that bell at the top wherever it is. I don't know where it is, but that helps you know whenever we make new content. Please comment and make sure that you're telling us if you want to see something. If we're doing something and you're like, how in the world are you doing that? Let us know. Tell us. We will get right. We will do a video about it. I absolutely love doing content when you ask me about something that we're doing. Once again, I'm gonna put a disclaimer. I say this all the time. Janine, Woody, Arlo, this farm, we are not experts at all. We've been farming I've been farming for fun for about 10 or 12 years, but this farm is literally 4 years old. We experiment daily, and we by no means are experts. We can only do videos and tell you about what we do and what works for us and not what works for other people. There's other people that do all kinds of different stuff and are experts and or claim to be experts, but we do not. And we will never claim to be an expert. If you ask us a question, we'll tell you how we do it. We'll tell you what works for us. An example of this is most farmers out there get their soil tested. I've never understood this. So we build our soil using mushroom compost, wood chips, and thyme. And when a crop isn't doing so good, what we do is we try to figure out what it's lacking, and we usually have nitrogen-rich soil. So if a crop needs something else like potassium, or it's lacking in another nutrient, we'll try to fix that by putting down some organic blood meal, organic bone meal, things like that. But I'm not a big believer in getting your soil tested, because where you get your soil tested in one spot doesn't mean at the end of your bed the soil is going to have the same nutrients and have the same composition. So I'm not a huge fan of overthinking. I like trying to, as part of my Back to Eden, Mother Nature, no-till, hugelculture, all these different terms that you might hear. It really goes back to the way farming was supposed to be, working with Mother Nature as opposed to not against it. And then once again, not overthinking. When you start overthinking, you could really screw something up. Thank you for watching. I love it. I was probably rambling there for a minute, and I'll probably edit a lot of that out. But I love the fact that you guys are watching. I love the fact that some of you that watch come to the market and frequent us. It is awesome, and we are right now living the dream. I'm living my dream because I made it work. Don't know how, but I did. So I'm also encouraging all you guys, if you're having a hard time with your job, you're getting out there. Right now, I wake up every day. I literally don't think I'm working. I wake up and I'm doing work all day, but it's not work to me because I love it. So if you're doing that right now, keep on doing you. But if you're struggling, if you get up every day and say, not another day, oh gosh, it's Monday, I can't believe this is horrible, I can't believe I got to do this, rethink what you're doing. You got to do it. Don't live your life hating your job for 30, 40 years and then retire. Do it now. Do what you love now. All right, guys. Rant over. See you later. Bye.